State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to... but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. The give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Fires on the move. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, though.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackler. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Throws to the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's Howard. Got a man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. The running back has it. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah.
The ball pops out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Howard. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The give is to Miller. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll try the run, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Looking to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They'll try it on the ground. The Tide will get the 1st down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on 4th down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is. But it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I tell you what, That passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
He'll take the deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Howard. He looks that one in nicely. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has this skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's what...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It seems like on every snap, he is right in the quarterback's grill. Second sack of the day. And maybe Joey Bosa and Chase Young and Vernon Golston better watch out. There could be a new single-season sack record at some point.
And when you mention those guys, when you watch the game, they always had their imprint on the game. They always dominated football games, and this guy's dominating the football game, single-handedly making that quarterback have to think, where is that guy? We better...
Going deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they were able to come up with the interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Breaks the tackle. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll give it to the back. At the 45 on its way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Going to try to get it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Looking for a man. It's Howard. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown tie. How about that D making the play and lining up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Makes his connection.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Hands it off. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by one possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's back to throw on second down. He's taking the deep shot. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
They're going to come back in this game. They're just going to need better decision-making, and they're obviously down right now, but they've got to know when to take shots, know when to check the football down, and wait for the right opportunity. That hasn't happened for this young team.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we...